Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to our respected lecturer and fellow classmates. We are Group 6 from Lecture Group E, and today we will be presenting the results of our research for the subject Business Statistics, code PPB 3063. Our research title is the effect of students' awareness, knowledge, and attitudes towards cybersecurity practices. This study was conducted to explore how these three factors, awareness, knowledge, and attitude, can influence the way students practice cybersecurity, especially when engaging in online activities such as shopping. This presentation is prepared by our group members. The first one, Muhammad Nur Fahmi bin Muhammad Ghazali. Second, Nur Farwahida binti Rukman, which is me. Third, Nur Shahida Balkis binti Muhammad Yazid. Next, Nurul Syafiqah Hidayah binti Taufik Hidayat. And lastly, Amnah Khalisah binti Zamzam. There are two main objectives in our study. The first one is to determine the effect of students' awareness, knowledge, and attitudes towards cybersecurity practices. Second, to identify whether there are any difference in cybersecurity awareness, knowledge, and attitudes based on gender. With that, let us begin our presentation by first explaining the background and methodology of our research.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Today, I will explain about the hypothesis and conceptual framework of our study title, which is the effect of student awareness, knowledge, and attitude towards cybersecurity practices. We apply two main tests in this study, which is the first one is independent sample tendency. For the null hypothesis, take there's no difference between male and female students in terms of cybersecurity practices. For alternative hypothesis suggests there is difference between male and female students. For second test is multiple regression analysis. For null hypothesis, meaning awareness, knowledge, and attitude do not affect cybersecurity practices. For alternative hypothesis, is that at least one variable significantly affect the outcome. As for the conceptual framework, we studied three independent variables, which is the first one is awareness, knowledge, and attitude, which influence the independent variable cybersecurity practices. Our findings show that knowledge and attitude have a significant impact, while awareness alone is not enough to change behavior. That's all for this one. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. I will now explain about the measurement items and sample and sampling for our study entitled The Effect of Student Awareness, Knowledge, and Attitudes Towards Cybersecurity Practices. For measurement items, we use a questionnaire as the main instruments for data collection. This questionnaire was adapted from user journal via Google Scholar written by Muhammad Akmal Aizad Muhammad Nazri and Shuhaila Osman in year 2022, and we divide into 5 sections in Google Form. For section A, collects the respondents' demographic information such as age and gender. Section B contains 8 questions using a 5-point Likert scale ranging from strongly disagree to strongly agree, focusing on the level of awareness regarding online purchasing activities. Meanwhile, Section C, D, and E each consists of 6 questions. Section C measures the level of knowledge about cybersecurity. Section D focuses on attitudes towards cybersecurity practices. And Section E measures the actual cybersecurity practices of the respondent. Next, for sample and sampling, this study involved 150 students from student education university, or UC. We use the probability sample method where every student in the population had an equal chance of being selected as a respondent. This approach ensures that the data collected represent the whole student population fairly and accurately. So that's all for my explanation on measurement items and sample and
Second objective was to determine whether there are differences in cybersecurity awareness, knowledge, and attitude based on gender. To examine this, independent sample t-tests were conducted comparing male and female students across the three factors. For awareness, the results show a significant difference between genders with a p-value of 0.024. This suggests that male and female students differ in terms of how aware they are about cybersecurity practices, with females likely demonstrating higher awareness. This could be influenced by various factors, including personal experience, risk perception, or societal expectation regarding safety and responsibility. However, for knowledge, P equals to 0.069 and attitude P equals to 0.319, no statistically significant differences were found. This indicates that both male and female students are generally equal in their understanding of cybersecurity practices and share similar beliefs and values about safe online behavior. This is a positive outcome, suggesting that educational access and exposure to cybersecurity information are consistent across genders.
In our study involving 150 USIP students, we examined how awareness, knowledge, and attitudes affect cybersecurity practices. The regression model produced an R value of 0.599, which means that 59.9% of the variation in student cybersecurity practices can be explained by these three factors. The overall model was statistically significant with a p-value of 0.001, which is below the standard significance level of 0.05. When we look at the individual predictors, knowledge had the strongest impact on cybersecurity practices, with a standardized beta value of 0.377 and a p-value less than 0.001. This shows that students with higher cybersecurity knowledge are more likely to practice safe online behavior. Attitude was the second strongest factor with a beta of 0.321 and a p-value also less than 0.001, indicating that students who have a responsible and cautious attitude also tend to behave more securely online. On the other hand, awareness had the lowest influence with a beta value of 0.161 and a p-value of 0.106, which is greater than 0.05. This means awareness alone does not have a statistically significant effect on cybersecurity behavior unless it is supported by knowledge and attitude. To sum up, while awareness is important, it is not enough on its own cybersecurity education. Efforts should focus more on increasing students' knowledge and shaping positive attitudes to truly improve their online safety practices.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. Now, I will present the finding for profile of respondents, which covers gender, age, ethnicity, and frequency of online purchases. First, in terms of gender, out of a total of 150 respondents, 113 are female, which represent 86.70%, while only 20 respondents are male, accounting for 13.3%. This indicates that our sample is predominantly female. Next, when we look at the age distributions, the majority of respondents are 20 years old, totaling 68 individuals or 55.3%. This is followed by 47 respondents aged 21, which is 31.3%. The rest are between 22 and 26 years old, showing that most respondents are in their early 20s. Moving on to ethnicity, most of the respondents are Malay, making up 85.3% of the sample. Chinese respondent made up 2.7%, Indian respondent 2%, and 10% come from other ethnic groups. This shows that the majority of the participants in this study are Malay. Lastly, in terms of online purchasing frequency, 52% of respondents reported making purchases 1 per 2 times, followed by 13.17% who made 3.5 purchases and only 70.3% who purchases more than 5 times. This suggests that most respondents are occasionally online buyers, with fewer making frequent purchases. In conclusion, the demographic data shows that our respondents are mostly young Malay women who occasionally shops online.
Some conclusions about the study can be drawn from the research results and responses to the research open-ended questions. In general, this article used a questionnaire survey to conduct a sample survey to find out about the influence of students' awareness, knowledge, and attitudes towards cybersecurity practices. The sample for this study is 150 students, which is 86.67% of the respondents were female and 13.33% were male respondent. Most of the respondents were between 20 and 22 years old. According to the results, most of the students are aware of cybersecurity practices. Only a small percentage of students have said that the they are less aware and have less knowledge about cybersecurity. We can conclude that while overall awareness is high, the targeted effort could help bridge the knowledge gap among less informed students.